Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Geek Out Room podcast. Don't forget you can watch our episodes over on our YouTube channel, Sauceless Entertainment. You can also listen to our episodes over on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Just type in Geek Out Room podcast in the search engine and you should find us. These characters feel adult, right? You have characters like Invisigirl, who has a past, just like everybody else, a troubled past at that, and she's trying to do better. A lot of these characters are trying to do better. They're trying to redeem themselves. They want to be a better part of society and enter society with the right foot this time. And a lot of people have messed up in their lives. A lot of people have went through things. A lot of people seek redemption and rarely get it. So when you see this game of a bunch of misfits, they're actually misfits and they're actually troubled, and for all intents and purposes, and probably for the right reasons, people want to abandon them and give up on them. There's someone or some people, very few, that don't want to do that want to give them a chance, that want to show that they can live a better lives and give them the tools to do that. And honestly, this is going to maybe sound too deep for some people, but it reminds me of the prison system in the United States. Very often, people leave prison, leave jail, and up right back in there because society is not really geared for them to re-enter, right? For a long time, if you had any type of criminal record, especially one that's pretty heinous, you're not getting a job when you get out of prison. So to get money to survive, to eat, to sleep, you're going to have to commit crimes. The only thing you can do, the only thing that can give you money to live a life in the society that you've now re-entered, and you get caught more often than not and you end right back up in the system. And I'm not saying these people deserve it or don't deserve it, but I'm saying that's the reality of the situation, especially when you go into prison and all the prison rules and the prison system, and everyone knows the prison system in the United States is absurd and it's terrible and it's not the best place to rehab in terms of your past, your addictions, your vices, the things that led you in there to begin with. So seeing that kind of as a commentary for Dispatch, where you have these criminals or former villains that are trying to become heroes now, is very interesting. It's really cool that we're on the side of giving them a chance and being the Dispatch, allowing them to be like the glasses in the chair, being your Alfred to the Batman, that kind of thing. That's the position we're in. Usually we play as a main character like Batman, Superman, Flash, like these characters where they're beloved and cool and they have all the powers and they have all this stuff, right? And they always get the girl, all these things. But we're playing a regular ass dude. And not even a Batman regular ass dude. We're playing a regular ass dude that you and I could be. Okay? And he has to command the respect of people with real superpowers. As flawed as they may be personality-wise and superpower-wise, they're still superpowered beings that could kill him without even a second thought. And that's a very scary and interesting dynamic and position to be in. And that's another reason why this game is interesting. You're playing as a regular dude that's somehow pulling superhuman women while also trying to become a superhero again or a hero again. And it's one of those stories of, does the suit make you a hero or are you a hero on your own? Kind of like the Spider-Man Homecoming situation, but in Dispatch and as an adult. And that's the interesting thing. And points like that is what makes a game truly interesting. Are the characters cool? Check. Are the characters, do they have, if it's a cast, are they dynamic? Are they interesting? Do they play well off each other? How's the voice acting for animated stuff? Check, check, check. Alright. Is the villain interesting? We don't know much about the main villain of Dispatch, but we do know there's beef, and it's because the main villain, or at least, and that's what's also cool, trying to backtrack a little bit. When it comes to the villain, yes, there is a main guy, main antagonist, right? Because that's what Robert Robertson wants to fight, right? He wants to avenge his dad. That's his personal vendetta. That's his situation. The others have nothing to do with that. They all have their own stuff going on, and that's real. That's life. Life is everyone has something going on. They're their own person, and your bullshit is your bullshit. Their bullshit is their bullshit, right? And that's what's interesting about this, because no one else. I mean, he's a villain, so people have beef with him, but no one has beef with him. It's not as personal like with our main character. And so you have that underlining not persona, not perspective, but we have this underlining understanding of what's motivating him in certain regards, besides just being a hero for the sake of helping people. We also know that darkness in him, right? Because like everybody else, he has his own troubled past. He has this vengeance that he's itching to take out, and he's waiting to get his suit back. He that's the only way he can exact his revenge and be a hero again, and move on and change the narrative for him, right? That's what he's trying to do. That's what he wants. That's what he lives, breathes, sleeps, and eats, right? And at the end of the day, he's still dealing with mundane tasks, right? People underestimate him because they just see him as a guy that doesn't seem to have any superpowers, that has very average IQ, and he's broken poor. And it, for all intents and purposes, kind of antisocial. And so having a main character like that in the world of heroes can be real scary to write a character like that. But when you write the character well and you make it fun and you make the choices fun, that is a recipe for a great game. Choice-based games are fun because you get to really live out and kind of watch. It's like an interactive movie. It's an interactive movie. I don't know if y'all remember that movie that came out about like maybe 6 years ago or so now, maybe 5 or so years ago. Black Mirror Bandersnatch, was it? Or something like that? Where you could watch a Black Mirror episode that was interactive. Like, it's kind of like that. It's kind of like that. And this game, when the season's done or when it's all said and done, is going to be a game that has a very strong story. I'm not surprised. I think the creators of The Wolf Among Us was a part of this game. And if that's the case, I'm telling, or at least the writer, I forgot which position, but if that's the case, you could see it because it has